fascinating to see how successful people overcome challenges. They don't get scared at the face of challenges, rather, they embrace the barriers and overcome the obstacles. There are 7 things in particular that can stop you from overcoming challenges. And those are the very 7 things that successful people overcome. To find out what they are, stay tuned in this session with me, Michelle, on Skillopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world. The first obstacle that successful people overcome is age. Age is just a number. Successful people don't let their body be their guide, but rather their heart and passion. I remember once in my graduate school, one of the professors was telling us how difficult it is for young people to do independent consulting work. And while he was droning, I was actually helping my consulting client on the laptop. So practically, age is just a number. It doesn't matter what your age is and how competent your body is. If your heart is young and you're passionate, then nothing can stop you from achieving your goals and your aims. So don't worry too much about age. If you're young, you're way to go. And if you feel that you're a bit old for something, don't think twice. At least try and then decide. Second stumbling block that successful people never stumble over is other people's opinion. Whatever other people say, at any particular moment, one thing is certain: you're never as good or as bad as they think you are. So whenever there are opinions flooding in from different sides, successful people don't let that take away the good work that they've done. They don't let themselves feel bad about something that they did and they are very glad about and they are very confident about. If you derive your self-worth by comparing yourself from other people, then you're bound to feel depressed and low, because you can surely expect a lot of criticism for all the good things that you do and all the success that you achieved, because the people around you may not like you climbing up the ladder. So make sure that you derive your self-worth from your own hard work and your own self-conscious decision about who you are and what kind of a work you've done. If you're confident in your head, you don't have to worry about the criticism poking in from other sides. The third deterrent for you to achieve your desired goals is toxic people. Think about them. They really affect your thinking. One simple notion of successful people is you're the average of 5 people that you spend most of your time with. Let's talk about one of the most successful company, Microsoft. Its founders, Bill Gates and Paul Allen, they met each other in the prep school and now they together founded world's one of the most brilliant companies. So the same way successful people or positive people help you grow and reach your full potential, just like that, toxic people pull you down, they drag you down. Let it be criticism, let it be victim syndrome, or if they constantly blame you for something. Or maybe in just other cases, it's pure craziness. You just waste your time and energy with them. If you feel that you are wasting too much time and you're not feeling successful, my suggestion to you is look around. Look at the people around you. Do you think they are toxic? If they are, then you know exactly what to do. You must depart from them and you must create some distance. You will only reach your peak when you find the right people and eliminate the toxic people in your life. Fear is a major impediment to your success. Yes, it can really hinder you from being successful. Fear is not something that you should worry about. Danger is something that you should actually worry about because danger is real. It's the adrenaline rush you experience when you almost step in front of a bus. But fear, it's just a lingering emotion that almost paralyzes your thought process. But you have a choice. You can overcome fear. And no one knows this better than successful people because they are very good at flipping fear in its head. They love that euphoric feeling that they get when they overcome fear. So I've often heard people ask this question, what are you scared of the most? Is it going to kill you? Well, I think death isn't the worst thing that can happen to you. The worst thing that can happen to you is if you let yourself die on the inside while you're still alive. So please try and do what you want to do and don't be afraid of it. Negativity is an interference to your success. Negative people are also toxic to your life. You should not let them in. Successful people always make their time count. After all, everyone has 24 hours a day, and if you face a negative situation, rather than complaining about it and thinking how it should have been, what could have happened, how you could have avoided the situation, the better thing would be to face the problem, tackle it, and move on. And let's say the negativity comes from other people who are complaining about a particular situation. Just imagine if you were sitting next to a person who is complaining and smoking. Would you continue to sit there and inhale the secondhand smoke? Do you think it's good for you? The same applies for negative people. You don't want to inhale all the negativity and hinder your positive outlook. The best thing would be to set limits, have a distance from them, and if at all you want to continue your conversation, you could ask them, how do you plan to solve the problem that you're complaining about? Most probably, they'll shut up, and if not, then they'll direct the conversation to a positive direction. The sixth hitch to your victory is thinking about the past or the future. Just like fear, past and future is just a creation of your mind. It's not a reality. And when you waste your time thinking about the past, you must know that no amount of guilt can actually change your past. So make peace with it and forget about it. And also remember that no amount of worry can actually change your future. And this is something that successful people know very well. They choose to live in the present moment. You cannot be your best if you do not live in the present moment. If you waste too much time thinking about the past or planning about the future, you're wasting and draining your energy. So make sure you accept your past, make peace with it, and stop worrying about the uncertainties of the future. The only reason you should look at the past is to see how far you've overcome. And as Mark Twain once said, worry is the debt that you pay which you do not owe. So don't worry and relax. The seventh way to overcome challenges is by not fretting about the state of the world. If you keep your eyes on the news for any length of time, I'm sure all you'll come across is environmental disasters, endless cycles of wars, violence, people dying, countries disrupting, economies disrupting. But if you focus your attention too much on that, all that you're doing is you're collecting all the negativity from the world around you. But this is not what successful people do. They focus their attention on two things that are entirely under their control, and that are their attention and their efforts. If you focus your attention on the good things in the world and the things that you're grateful for, you'll feel much more optimistic about the world around you. And you must focus your attention on improving your life every single day and improving the world around you every single day. After all, these small steps are what makes the world a much better place. So make sure you don't build up on the state of the world, but rather build up on the state of your life and improve every day into a better person. Success is determined by your mindset. Through discipline, focus, correct attention, and a lot of efforts, you can ensure that these 7 obstacles that successful people overcome, you will also overcome them through the tips that I've shared with you. Please come back for more sessions with me, Michelle, on Skillopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world.